We check for you.
No, it doesn't get any better than this. A phone designed specifically with gamers in mind by Lenovo. Now let's figure out if this phone is all I need for my mobile gaming live stream setup. Let's go. Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Now what I have in front of me today, as you guys can see from the intro, it's a pretty, I would say, wacky phone. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even go to call it a phone. I rather think of this device as a mobile gaming console right here. So what I have right here is the Lenovo Legion Phone Duel 2, a monster of overkilling the spec sheets. So right now, from the get-go, you get to see this whole wacky, insane, good-looking design, right? It's meant for gamers. You got your RGB right here, you got your fan, it's just gaming. Now, there's a lot to talk about this phone, mainly because they're selling it as more of a high-performance device rather than your day-to-day usage phone. And does it actually has a place in this market? And also the biggest question of them all, can we actually use this phone as a full mobile gaming live stream setup? Now let's move on to the design department of this Lenovo Legion Phone Duel 2. Now from the get-go, this device, in terms of weight, you can definitely feel it in your pocket if you decide to carry it around. And you can see how thick the design is, but that's by far the build. I don't think anyone would use this as a daily driver, if you might say that way. Now apart from the weight, you get to see the entire design right here. I'm gonna start off with the buttons that are available. Right here, you have your power button and you got your volume rocker, a Type-C port. Now this is where it gets crazy too. So you got a Type-C port over here, and if you tilt it around, you get another Type-C port. Now that is something crazy, Lenovo, and I love it. You got your micro SD card right here. I don't know whether you guys can see it from this angle, but let me show it right here. There's a slight bump in the middle. Now that is where they gather all the components for the gaming to be in the middle. Now I like how they keep this in mind, because right now you don't have an overall thick phone, but rather thick on a certain parts only, right? I feel like that's a very well thought design from Lenovo. And speaking of that bulk, they decide to, you know what? I don't want to put a camera bump on other parts of the phone because I want to keep it symmetrical. So what they did was, they put the camera right in the middle as well with the RGB lighting, with the fan, and you can see that the fan also lights up RGB. If you guys are into that, then you know what this phone is about, right? And on the side, you also get a lot of haptic feedback buttons. Right here, it says L1, L2, R1, R2, and at the back, you also have some. So there's a lot of haptic feedback buttons that you can play around with. This gives a lot more flexibility in terms of your gaming experience, right? Now that's for design. Now let's talk about the specifications, the numbers that you get on this device right here. This beast right here comes with a Qualcomm Snapdragon 888. It also comes with Qualcomm's Adreno 660. The unit I have right now with me, it comes with 16 gigabytes of RAM and also 512 gigabytes of internal storage. Now they have multiple choices that you can pick, from 256 gigabyte all the way to 512. It doesn't come with external storage, unfortunately. Now when it comes to reviewing tech on this show, one of my favorite parts to talk about is the display. Personally, because I'm really into display in terms of color accuracy, in terms of the kind of deep black that you get. And we are so lucky that Lenovo included an AMOLED on this one. So woohoo on that one. Good job, Lenovo. Now in terms of the size of this display, you'll be getting a 6.92-inch It's really wide, especially because this phone was designed to be used this way and you get this really wide experience. In terms of resolution, there's nothing really overkilling about it. It's 1080p. I have no complaints about it, mainly because 1080p doesn't consume as much power. It is also HDR10+, and also it can go up to 1300 nits on peak. So definitely the display, I think like it's really well thought of. Like everything about the screen was meant for the user. I like that. Thank you so much, Lenovo. Now let's talk about the speaker that you'll be getting on this device right here. So you know, when it comes to gaming phones or gaming devices, they always try to prioritize the sound experience for their users. And Lenovo did a pretty good job on this one because it's dual front-facing speaker. You guys heard me right. Now, I like that a lot because, you know, when you're gaming, you want to be immersed in the sound. But talking about it won't make you guys feel convinced, right? Well, let me just show you how great it actually sounds like. Here we go. That sounds crisp. Now that sounds really good, doesn't it? Once again, I have to give it to Lenovo. You scored on the sound, you scored on the display. I'm pretty sure the media consumption on this device is really excellent too. Now, despite it being a mobile gaming device, let's not forget about that it's still a phone that is equipped with a camera. On the main camera, you'll be getting a 64 megapixel wide standard lens. Also, you'll be getting a 16 megapixel ultra wide lens as well. In terms of the photo quality, I think they did a pretty good job in terms of the processing as well. But that is not where it gets crazy. The fact that this phone is equipped with a hidden camera, because you see throughout this entire video, I didn't mention anything about a front-facing camera because it's not on the screen, it's not on the bezel, it's not a flipping mechanism as well. As a matter of fact, let me show you where it's located. The front-facing camera is located right about here. Pretty satisfying sound too. So it's placed on top of the power button, right at the center right here, just like any other components on this phone, all the intensive components, it's all in the middle. And the front-facing camera is also centered in the middle right here, so it gives this very symmetrical feel to it, especially when you're gaming. And there's a reason why this camera is placed right here. So that's for the front-facing camera. You'll see it shine. This is not the time where it shines the most. Okay, enough talking about the numbers and the spec, right? I know you guys are here for one reason and one reason only, and that is gaming, and I'm gonna do that right now. So let's get in the game and own some noobs. So I've already remapped the keys to using this haptic feedback as well. Now, I've used this phone to play a couple of games in the past, and I noticed that the battery lasted very long as well. You know, because this phone here, it's equipped with a 5500 milliamp hour battery, and it's both on this side, by the way. One battery on this side, one battery on this side, so you get a dual battery setup right here. When you're charging the device with one port, it might take quite a while, but when you're charging with dual port, you're getting a 65 watt quick charge. So that's really quick for a battery that is 5500 milliamp hour battery. But from my experience, the phone tends to heat up in the middle right here, not really on the side. But I have an experiment that I really wanted to try it to see how far actually the temperature goes up. So I'm gonna go get a heat gun right here, and I'm gonna check what's the heat currently. It's currently at 28.2. So as far as I'm concerned, the haptic feedback does help. And you get to see all this RGB color changing while you're gaming as well. What's interesting is that, I want you guys to check this out. You can actually go on rampage mode, which means that it's on high speed mode right now. So I'm on rampage mode right now. I hope I'm on rampage killing these enemies as well. The dual front-facing speaker, both on your left side and your right side, you just get this really clear indication of where the enemy is coming from. I really find it amazing that these mobile gaming devices are really stepping up their games and just focusing on their users, you know? Wait a minute, hold on. Can I actually live stream on this thing? Here's how you set it up. It's pretty quick and simple. You scroll down and this Legion realm will appear. You click stream mode and make sure you enable this, and then the camera will pop out. So as you guys can see, my face is already appearing right there. Pretty interesting. And you can use this AR emoji as well that you can create. Let's give that a try. And you guys can actually see that the AR emoji is talking as I'm talking as well. Okay, so hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Oh, finally I can say that, man. Hi, welcome to the stream. Lynn as well. Shabil, love the shirt. Thank you, my man. Let's do this. You guys saw that? Yeah. Let's go, Balman. Graphic Ultra. Yes, it is on Ultra setting right now. Let me show you guys. I don't know what did they do on him, but he is really painful right now. Look at that. Come here. Get killed. Get owned. Oh no! No! You are able to stream directly from your phone. Now that this is possible, now I can stream wherever I want. So we've wrapped almost every single important feature that this phone comes with. But who is this for, right? I personally think it's definitely targeted towards mobile esport competitors, right? People who actively compete for the game like Mobile Legends, PUBG, or even COD, right? People who are actively on their phone just playing this. And also people who want to create content for mobile gaming. So with all that being said, you must be wondering, how much does this phone cost? Well, I'm gonna tell you how much. It's 3,899 ringgit Malaysia. You can get yours at Shopee, down on the link down below, so go right now. That's my review on the Lenovo Legion Phone Duel 2. Definitely drop a like and also subscribe. And stay tuned on this channel because we have so much more product to check out. Because here at Shopee Review, we check for you. Peace out.